No sleep till streaming.
Yeah, no, like Michael Jackson. Yeah, or yeah.
The Beastie Boys.
Uh,
I was thinking,
no,
I was
sleep
thinking, and
Till
streaming.
streaming.
I was thinking,
Yeah.
What do you want?
and we're free streaming.
Yeah.
It's the-
And we're free streaming.
Yeah, voicemail.
I see. I'm serious. I'm.
Hey, that was. By the way, that was a huge bummer. Like, losing Tom Petty.
Well, dude.
I mean,
Dude.
We lost so many people in the past couple of years.
Yeah. 2016, 2017 have been pieces of shit years. Like Alan Rickman. Basically, it's just Bowen. It's Bowie, Alan Rickman, and Tom Petty, and those are basically the only ones that really mattered. Everybody else,
well,
yeah.
it's so bizarre because it's like your childhood is being ripped out of your heart.
Yeah.
I
mean,
you know,
although I do have to say I was kind of heartbroken when George Lucas died. And
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
That would be a glorious.
When George Lucas.
George Lucas died when episode 1 came out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It was yeah. Man, remember when Donald Trump bit it? That was sad. That was pretty heartbreaking,
Did Prince not do anything for you, Mike?
Prince? Oh no, yeah, no, of course, no, yeah. I mean, I love Prince, so yeah, that was very sad.
Oh, blouses win, bitches.
Now let's go have pancakes.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Hey, Slumberjack, how you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. So all right, so right now, for those of you that are tuned in, if any of you are tuned in, we're waiting on our fifth, Craig, who is not yet here. He is. We are assuming. We're assuming that he's basically at the apex of the vector of the ascension of the zombie. Oh, he's here. Oh, zombie apocalypse. Are you overwhelmed? Are you overwhelmed by zombies right now, Craig? Oh, there he is. Okay, here, let's get him. Let's get him situated. All right, so I really have to apologize to the people watching on the stream because this is gonna look really crazy for just a bit while I get all this set up. I try to do this pre-stream, but sometimes it just doesn't happen, and we get what we have now. There you go. So there's Craig. How you doing, Craig? And Craig is not.
That fake speaks for it.
Fucking course.
Fucking
courses doesn't fucking work.
Oh no. Craig's.
Can you hear us, Craig?
I don't think he can hear us. He looks very mad.
Yeah. He looks. Yeah. Let him know that we can see him. Yeah. Thank you, Matt.
I can't hear you guys at all.
Okay. Everybody put two fingers up. Like
Can you ask him? Can you ask him what's going on with can you ask him if can he hear anything at all? Like not us, but are his ears working properly? Let's first.
Can't hear anything.
Yeah, so he can't hear anything.
You guys are
So
talking, I can't
let's
hear anything.
let's have him be rushed to the hospital and see if we can actually get his ears corrected.
Welcome to the new year. Oh my God. This is great.
I love it. Oh no, Craig. Oh, Craig's really upset.
Oh man,
Oh.
he looks so bad.
Oh
So
shit.
bad. Oh, what is going on? Craig.
Ah.
Oh.
Tell him. Yeah. Tell him.
Oh.
Yeah. Just let him know that we're don't. Yeah. Let him know that we're not like it's not terrible. Like we'll sort it out. Yeah. Tell him we've got time, and we're having a good time, and let him, have him.
I mean,
Don't have him freak. Yeah, make sure he doesn't freak out. That's what I'm saying. Just make sure he doesn't freak out. Hey, Wi-Fi Raps. We're trying to get our party together. Usually pre-show we do. I kind of frame the shot, but one of our members showed up a little bit late. And yes, a plebe has no name. This is like the Twitch equivalent of Crossing Ghostbusters streams. Yes, and we are. Hey, Stoic, and yes, we're all going to be doing some Dungeons and Dragons as soon as we can kind of get everybody on board and hearing every. So and in the meantime, we're just going to crack jokes and have fun, and so but at least we know now that Craig was not at the epicenter of the zombie apocalypse. So that's good. So that's one thing we can cross off our.
Apparently, he's walking deaf, not walking dead.
What? Say that again.
Said apparently
he's walking deaf, not walking dead.
Yeah. I have no idea why I can't frame you better, Jeff. It's like Skype is really acting weird in terms of the group thing. Let me see what I can do with this. Yeah, it's not allowing me to like.
You need me to
No, other direction.
Like I'm happy.
Yeah, a little bit more. That's a little bit more. And that's perfect. Now you're right center. You're perfect. That's awesome. Right on. Perfect. Thank you, sir.
I'll just watch the screen at an angle.
Yeah. Well, yes. Sorry. Because is it on your screen? You can't.
Well, I have the webcam on top of my monitor, so I turned my monitor to turn the webcam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
It's fine though. I can see it.
Oh, okay. So Craig didn't pick up. Craig's a little bit. All right. Well, shoot, man. All right. Well, although, okay. Well, good. Yeah. We'll keep your.
Oh. Wait.
What? So is it? So here we go. So I had my fucking power strip fail for my router like 6:45. Then my fucking mic and headphone don't fucking work. I'm tired of this tech shit. Yeah. That's. So I don't see why shit just can't fucking work. Welcome to my here. I have to let him know. Welcome to my world. I don't change anything with my stream ever at all. And every single day something requires some new tweaking and adjustment. I never touch anything. All right. Well, yeah. So let's hang out. Let's hang out. Well, we did hear Craig for a while, but then he disappeared. We saw him and heard him. Matt? Can you let him know we saw him and heard him, and then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Perfect.
No,
Cool.
A wild Craig appeared. Like he just.
Yeah. It was great.
Was like, what's up, guys? And then he was like,
Yeah.
meltdown. And I don't know if there's a alien invasion or what.
What's going on with the?
But
Yeah.
hey, I'm still like half framed.
Yeah. You know, and the thing is that like, hold on, and the funny thing is, hold on, let me get you fully framed. The funny thing is that like whomever's not talking kind of gets oh no, it's not frozen. You guys are just okay. Yeah. Yeah. No. Well, I realize what it is I have to keep. It's useless if I can't hear anything anyone is saying. So yeah, so he is correct. So Jay, yeah, all right, Jay, your hands are still okay. You're pretending to be frozen. You're a jerk. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What's going on with Jay? Jay in space. That was a Pigs in Space reference for anybody that for any youngins in there. J in space, pigs in space. Welcome to our stream. Setting up your live streaming equipment live. setting up your D&D equipment, live streaming equipment live.
It's been 5 weeks since we've done this. Let's try it again.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Yeah, we're gonna get basically just up to the point that we can see everybody. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna crack some jokes. We're gonna roll into the first space, and then that's gonna be it. All right, yeah, and that's the show for tonight.
Welcome to Text Chat, where you watch us text somebody else.
Welcome, welcome to computer nerds freaking out over over their gear. Woo! Although I guess I wouldn't qualify. The four of you would qualify as computer geeks. I wouldn't qualify as a computer geek.
I just have to say it's taquito time, so I
don't know anything.
Hey, Case Cats.
I just make my living at computers, but I know nothing about them.
Really? Well, I mean, you do code, right? So certain.
Yeah, it's not that hard. Like the power goes into the power supply.
Mm-hmm.
The power supply powers the flux capacitor.
Yeah.
Oh, the power goes into the power supply.
the knee bone is.
I thought it was the power. I thought it was the power came out of the power supply. I thought the power supply was the thing supplying the power.
And out of.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I don't.
Where's the tech? Like it goes in and out.
That is disgusting. I have to say, look, guys, this is a children's stream. Can we keep it? Can we keep it? Can we keep it PG for Christ's sakes?
All night long.
All right. So, do we know is Craig like abandoned in the middle of the ocean? Like,
I have no idea. I'm assuming. Yeah. So is Craig still trying to figure it out? Do you guys know?
I do not know where he stands on that.
He says all his audio's out, and
All his audio's out.
well, I think for the headphones. I asked him if he had speakers. He hadn't responded to that.
Okay.
I was gonna say maybe Skype can filter out the echo from the speakers if he had speakers.
Yeah.
But because sometimes if you run Skype for a bit, its algorithm will pick up the reverb and filter it out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Which could work as a solution if he needs to.
all right. Well, I can entertain people with.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Do a Charlie Chaplin taquito thing. Yeah, there you go. Right on. Awesome. Yeah. You need music. Hold on. Wait. Give me a second. Hold on. You need a song. Hold on. Okay. Here you go. Yeah. Oh, does he Chaplin? Okay. Hold on. Wait.
It's all the better due to the fact that we have Jay cackling.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I need to do this. It's necessary.
All right, so what do you guys think? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we got a thumbs up. Right on. So this is what we're doing. Welcome to taquito dancing. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do until Craig can join us.
Welcome to taquito dancing.
Yeah. This show is called Let's Party. Oh shit! I forgot to change the name of the show in the stream. Hold on, I forgot to change the. Hold on, shit. This is called Let's Party. Let's Party, which is obviously a D&D joke. Let's Party. Pathfinder.
D&D joke?
Pathfinder rules. D&D. A D&D stream. This is episode 19, 20. This is episode 20. Shit. Fuck. I don't know. All right. Well, then I'm gonna eschew that. We keep Diamond Club. We're gonna stream D&D.
Apparently that 45-minute nap wasn't enough.
Yeah. Oh my God, man. This has been a long. All right. So Diamond Club. What else are we looking for? Diamond Club. Dungeons and Dragons. And then Pathfinder. Pathfinder official. Hell yeah. All right, done. All right, good. So there we go. So now we're properly projecting the actual name of this stream, so people that are looking for us stop showing up and being like, "Hey, where's all this original music?" Because normally I do play original music. Hey, there's Craig. I see him. Woo! All right. Can you hear us, man?
No. They're all calling in because they want to see the taquito.
Yeah, taquito. Yeah, taquito dancing with, although I do have to say, with original music backing it up. So that's awesome.
Indeed.
Yeah, that was some improvised, kind of like a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll, you know. And all.
Can you guys hear me?
Hey, hell yeah, we can. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Craig? Can you hear us, man?
Yeah.
Oh, barely. Why barely? What's going on, man?
I think it's on my end though. Somewhere. Some freaking setting.
Are you still using the web version of Skype or?
You know what?
No.
You know what? Maybe.
I'm at home.
Maybe.
On my,
Craig, maybe
on my
you should go.
computer.
Craig, maybe you should go to school and learn how to use computers.
Yeah.
What? No, I'm so sorry, man. I'm an asshole. I'm so sorry, brother.
Well, admittedly though, Mike, Skype is like a junior level class. Like it's not any of that freshman shit.
Oh yeah. Certainly, yeah. No, I mean it really is. Craig, I deal with this. I don't touch anything, dude. I don't touch any of my shit ever. And literally every single day I try to fire it up, some brand new thing has happened, and I'm like, all right, and I have to troubleshoot every single day. I have to troubleshoot and figure out what changed today, even though I didn't change or touch a single setting. Fucking drives me insane.
Mike, I think that's the Skype gremlins.
No, it's not Skype though. I mean, I'm saying it's sometimes it's OBS, sometimes it's my mixing board, sometimes it's my MBox, sometimes it's my MBox drivers,
So you don't actually
sometimes.
Skype gremlins.
Sometimes it's my microphone. It is fucking crazy nonsensical bullshit. Like every single time, drives me insane.
Well, then you actually really need to look into that because normally it's Skype gremlins. Most like legitimate podcasters have Skype gremlins. It's a
Yeah.
big issue. They're really hard to get rid of. But like normal, just technological, like techie gremlins overall, those are much harder to deal with.
Yeah.
You really need to call someone in for those.
Yeah, I did. I called the Ghostbusters, and they said, "Fuck you, man."
Why would you call the Ghostbusters for gremlins? Gremlins aren't ghosts.
Because
Gremlin Busters.
no, yeah, that's. All right, so that's pretty good, right? That's a pretty like that's.
You need Gremlin Busters or you need Bugs Bunny?
Oh yeah. That's. Oh man, are you talking about that like that's a really old. That's a really old Looney Tunes. Yeah, that one's crazy. The war one with the fucking, what are those things? Those are the weirdest looking, like, there's some kind of fairy kind of thing. Like but those things are, that's crazy. That's a really, really ancient Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I'm really, really old.
If you are old enough to remember when that first screened on, yeah. That's like 1930, yeah, like 1939. Like, oh yeah, great. But it could.
Which Looney Tunes are you guys referring to?
There's a Bugs Bunny one where Bugs Bunny is at a military base, and there are these like gremlins.
Like fly a plane or something.
Yeah.
And gremlins attack the plane while he's flying it, and yeah.
And the thing is, I mean, yeah. It's
I don't. Wow, that must be way earlier. Like,
well, a lot of people don't realize that, like, a lot of
guy, like, you know.
Yeah, like Disney had we entered war propaganda era for Disney and Bugs Bunny yet?
Yeah, this was. I think this was after the war. This was basically from reports from like pilots during World War II.
talking about the gremlins
talking
that.
about like little problems they had with planes, and they blamed them on these little creatures called gremlins, and that's where the whole thing about gremlins came from. That's where the movie Gremlins came from. I think it was just after the war sometime. It was probably during, I don't know, 60s. I don't know when that aired, but they did a little Bugs Bunny short about gremlins.
Yeah, I mean, although it's really truthfully, it's not that short. I mean, it's maybe 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. In fact, it's probably a 7-minute short. The way that they normally were.
Yeah, so my dad loved Looney Tunes for some reason. When I was growing up. So,
really?
Like,
For some reason.
Well, I mean, he was older, but he just loved Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
So growing up, that was the one thing he and I would watch together when I was a kid.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We'd watch, the Roadrunner and Coyote and all those.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So I saw that at some point when I was a kid.
Okay, what's going on? What's going on with Craig? Can somebody give me a real quick update? What's
I
happening?
mean, he's
He
here.
said yeah.
I can hear you guys again.
Okay.
He lost it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So I'm just getting.
I can hear you guys pretty well.
So I've got a map. So I don't know if we're gonna need this map that I'm putting up right now, if you can see in the Twitch. But the thing is that but this is definitely. This is just specifically to be for if you guys are walking down another corridor like you were last time. There you go. That's the corridor in case we need it. But I don't have all of the rooms for this dungeon laid out yet, because. But why don't we? So we're gonna pick up where we left off. So you guys had just defeated. And again, the thing is like I think you as players, I can tell you that you guys killed a gelatinous cube as players. I don't think that you guys as characters.
Fuck that cube.
Yeah, I don't think that you guys. I don't think that you guys as.
You wouldn't have known what it was.
Yeah.
It's, there was some blob thing that.
There was some sort of like some sort of like gel kind of thing with a skeleton floating inside of it. That you guys managed to like and now again so you attacked it.
Speaking of which, now that we know that we fought something, how much experience would that knowledge have gained? And you're right. The thing is I'm gonna hold off. Do we want to hold off?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off.
No, we're not leveling up yet.
Well, and we did experience last game, and so I want to just I would prefer for you guys just kind of get accrue enough. I don't want to nickel and dime every episode because it just takes too much time. So when you guys.
I want my 5 points.
Yeah. All right. Well, good. You got add 5 points. That's what you get. So you guys were making your way down a corridor, and so just to recap for our audience at home and for my players here in stream, you guys were actually making your way down a corridor. You saw what looked to be a kind of like a floating skeleton coming at you, and it turned out that it was actually a skeleton, and not only a skeleton but some other detritus, sort of hovering in the air, when you guys got a little bit closer, you realized that it was actually encased in some sort of like gelatin. You guys kind of like tried reaching out and touching it, and some of you lost a couple. Somebody lost their weapon in it.
I lost my sword.
Okay, that's right. So you lost.
It was the scimitar.
You lost your sword in it, but you guys actually managed to kill it. So when you killed it, the thing is basically it lost its cohesion, and the thing just kind of like it basically became. It went from the gelatin to more like a viscous fluid, you know, and so it just kind of like
Question.
yes,
It's just goo.
yes.
Who is nearest to it?
Airloser was in front.
So now
was
he's
gonna say
just covered in
All of not covered in goo. The thing is that when it was killed, it basically think about it like an ice cube that's melting in fast forward. If you've taken a photo of an ice cube, if you've done video of an ice cube, so things like it didn't like just splash all over you guys. It basically kind of like the way you see an ice cube melt. Just fast forward that. So it basically started at the bottom and it just kind of like so it kind of gushed out and it's kind of like encapsulated all of your feet.
Up to maybe like Erloser's shins. He's covered in goo.
No, I'd say all of your feet up to the tops of your feet.
Well, up to their shins, up to my feet.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, the wee people, yeah. The wee people you have to make a saving throw against drowning and then
As you should.
Okay, so the thing is like so again, there was stuff floating within the gelatin that looked like it might have had some value.
Yeah, so I was going to retrieve my weapon first.
Okay, which was the scimitar, right?
Yeah, the scimitar. I was going to recover it, and does it look damaged or anything? Does it look fine?
No, yeah. It looks damaged, not at all.
Okay. So I'll return it to my belt or scabbard or whatever I was holding it in. And then I believe there were some coins.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's grab some coins.
Okay, so you guys are kind of so real quick. What are you guys doing for light again? It was Sigfroy cast light on the actual your scimitar. Was that correct?
I think we probably took turn. Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought you would cast light on the scimitar. So
I guess that would.
So the gelatinous cube was lit up.
yeah. Which actually, if you think about it, would have been a really really cool image because the light would have been coming from the interior of the gelatinous cube once you actually buried it in it. This is a very cinematic moment, you know, as you guys are fighting this thing, you know, because it's like you've got like this like it probably looks like water, you know, but it's not water, you know, like So why don't you guys make a perception roll? Those of you that are actually actively searching for coins, there are a bunch, but the thing is you're kind of you're not in the complete dark, but it's still dark enough that you're gonna have to make a perception roll to find all the coins.
Even if we have effectively night vision or dark vision.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah. No. Yeah. So those of you without infravision are going to have a higher DC than those of you with. Well, no. Yeah. Yeah. Natural 17.
I have no pluses on my perception.
Okay.
So.
Wow.
That would be. I should pull up my character sheet. That would be, I think, 19.
Okay.
You know, it would help you calculate that faster.
Is it? Oh yeah, if your character sheet was installed in the in the Roll20, yeah, that's never gonna happen. That will never ever.
Apparently
Yeah. That will never happen in the history of people. That will never happen. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna say you guys rolled well enough that you guys found all the coins. Now they're about.
No, wait.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Come on, Jay. Come on. Chip. Chip, chop, chip.
Good.
Chip,
I'm
chop,
trying
chip.
to log in.
Oh my God! All right, I'm gonna grab a beer. I'm gonna grab a beer while we're waiting for Mr. Slowpoke to.
Let
Oh,
Jay.
come
Come on.
on.
We can figure out that he doesn't find anything after he rolls his one. In fact, he loses himself. Because his perception.
Double barrels right there, buddy. Oh, come on.
Not only.
The thing is like
Not only does Jay not find anything, but he also loses his mind. Oh no! Oh no! Not like this! Not like this!
All right. You know, it's still loading. Just make a judgment call. You know, did I do anything or not? You know.
Oh shit!
I don't care.
Well, if we're going off of
you want me
your
to
history
roll
and
for you,
the
Jay?
quality of your rolls.
I'll roll for you, Jay.
There we go.
All right. Somebody roll for me. Yeah.
Not
Got a 9.
plus whatever your whatever. It's you know what? Fuck it, you guys. The thing is yeah. You found there were enough amazing rolls like for so you guys find about.
But was I able to see all the coins?
Yeah. So the thing is, yeah. Who's
Now, this is important.
I as Airloaster would make sure that everybody got an equal share.
See,
Okay.
This is important because if Erloser didn't see all the coins, Sigroy would keep some away from that racist bastard.
all right? Yeah. Well, yeah. All you mean all the halfling coins? The halfling coins certainly do not belong in the hands. No.
Yeah, but they're half the size of regular coins.
I know. Yeah. So in fact, so the thing I was going to point out is so there's about 16 coins total. But there's not really like some of the coins look like they might be ancient. And the thing is and in the light of this spell, you can't really. I mean, some of them look like they're definitely gold. Some of them look like they might be silver, but they might be platinum. You can't tell. And some of them look like metals you're not sure of. You know. So the thing is, but some of these coins. I mean, some of these coins you guys do not recognize at all. Some of them have holes in the center. Some of them are like. Actually, like sort of like geometric shapes, you know.
So would you say that these are from foreign countries and also foreign environments that have different minerals?
That's well. The thing is that like that's not as far as you guys. I mean, really, truthfully, as far as you guys are aware, other than the elven civilization that preceded you guys by thousands of years, the only money that's been in all of Cormandy has just been Corman money, you know, and so these coins don't resemble anything that you guys have ever encountered before in your life. But there's a lot. I mean, there's 16, and of the 16, maybe half of them look like they might be related to other coins, but it looks like there's a wide swath of like myriad kinds of coinage.
Well, somebody's gonna snatch them. If nobody else does, I will.
Well, I mean, so I'm figuring the Airloser because he was in front. I'm figuring that he's going to be the guy that's going to probably be gathering them all up. But what but you guys are all witnessing him gathering them, you know. So.
Okay.
Because if you look on Twitch, like the thing is the corridor, basically each one of the little rectangles can fit a person, you know. But I'm figuring the Airloser is sort of in the middle of them, right? So the Airloser is sort of like right here. Wait, hold on. Right there in the center as he's kind of scooping up these coins. So it's kind of like you guys are just kind of watching him do his thing, you know, and maybe helping provide light and pointing out, oh, there's one there and there's one there. We just lost Craig. Oh, and now Craig's back. Good.
He's there. Is there a reason why this view isn't on Roll20?
What's that? Oh yeah, yeah. Because I haven't put the players on there. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. It's sort of a weird thing, and I don't understand why I have to. Yeah. Yeah. It's jeez, man. All right, there you go. Now it's on. Now it's on Roll20. If you guys want to check it out.
And yeah, well, and also you should be,
I was on
on
mute.
the stream, yeah.
Well, I'll try not to watch the stream.
Yeah, no, I mean, or if you guys want to watch the stream, I can let you know. I can let you know when you shouldn't be watching the stream.
Even if you watch the stream, there's like a 10-second delay. So
Oh,
if
yeah,
you also
yeah,
look at the
yeah,
stream,
yeah.
It takes me like 10 seconds to see it.
Yeah.
But so I was just gonna say, since I'm in front and I see the coins fall, I grab my scimitar. I'm assuming they're not scattered very far because it's only like two.
It's.
wide.
I mean, no. It's actually they're actually scattered about across like maybe a 4.5 foot surface area,
that's not,
yeah, it's not. Yeah.
4 square feet. So like I'm like, hey, coins, and I'm like, hey, look at all these coins, guys, and I start picking several of them up. I don't know if I collect all of them.
Actually, sorry. It should be about 16 square feet because it's sort of 4 feet across. Anyway, but it's not a huge distance. So yeah, you're scooping them up. Now the thing is, hold on real quick. So also in there is this skeleton. If you recall, there was a dagger. There were some boots. There were some gloves. There was a cloak. Or not cloak. There was a belt. There was a belt that the dagger was hanging on. The gloves survived. The gloves survived. The boots survived. The dagger survived. The belt survived. And then there were the coins. And then there was like individual. There was like whatever detritus was actually in the thing.
How large was this corpse?
The corpse itself, the actual, it definitely was human shape.
It's human shape. So
yeah.
Would the cloak, boots, or belt fit a gnome or a halfling? The belt. If you were to notch, you could definitely make the belt fit a halfling or a gnome. Because it's a belt. The boots are definitely human sized, although they don't look like they're large human sized. The gloves definitely look like they're human. Everything looks like it's human sized. The cloak could be cut down to work for a halfling or a gnome, but it's definitely human sized. So I take all the items and I keep them. No, so well, I as my character, I'm probably not too concerned with money. I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
But I am concerned with fairness. So I would want to make sure that everybody got an equal share. I'd want to make sure that if there are items that everybody got something useful, everybody got some amount of.
Well, yeah. In fact, why don't we do this? What, Jay, are you still with us? Are you just outside smoking?
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't we do
make me a gnome cloak.
Why don't we? Well, real quick. Why don't we do this? Because you guys have been together for some time, right? Like on top of your gaming time together, you've been together for a couple of years before that. So why don't we assume that you guys already have something in place, some sort of agreement in place that when you have so this is what I would think would be an agreement that might work for all of you guys, and you guys can all just tell me if this makes sense, right? The thing is like if you guys find things that no one expressly wants or needs, you guys would find someone to get the best price for those, and you guys would split the price that of the things that you sold, right?
Right.
Yeah, but
so I guess
I still want a gnome cloak. Like, yeah, cut it in half. Make me a gnome cloak.
No, I have a skill in tailoring. I don't have a skill in tailoring.
Yeah.
But I'm I'm gonna like really quickly while we're there. I'm gonna stitch out of the cloak. I'm gonna stitch on a dress.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like a lacy like a lacy doily dress. Yeah. Like a really beautiful like a party dress. Like a party dress. A party.
Like a cocktail dress or something.
Yes. Yeah. A
If I
pretty.
get a chance to do that, I try and cast detect magic on all the things. Make sure we're not dealing with anything fancy.
Okay. Is detect magic?
Yeah. First off, not cool. No. Not cool. Not cool at all. I will not wear your fairy.
I'm gonna override your not cool, Jay, and I'm gonna counter with a
He's gonna counter with that cool.
very cool with a very cool. Yeah. No. So and hey, Hiram, how you doing, man?
What needs to happen here is they obviously need to have a contest of wills.
Yeah. So each of you guys break out your own will. Tell me who it is. Will Smith. Will Riker. Yeah. Will Riker. What's the guy? The Will that plays.
All right, I'll take Shatner. William Shatner. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's a good one. Oh yeah. Will.
William Shatner's a real person.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's an actor. That's an actor versus a Starfleet officer. Like that's it's.
Hey, I don't know. I mean, I think Shatner can escalate this thing beyond your imagination.
Yeah. Well, I mean, certainly Shatner as an actor has definitely outstripped me as a musician in a significant way. It definitely makes me very angry. We lost Craig. Oh, there's Craig.
Are you saying Shatner's a better musician than you?
No. I'm just saying in terms of imprint, in terms of global footprint as a musician.
If it's a trombone contest,
If it's a spoken word contest. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, but.
Can I get in on this real quick?
Yeah.
I choose Will Rogers.
Oh yeah. Hey, nice. I like it.
Can I choose the Wills? Which is like what George Lucas based Star Wars on? The Journal of the Wills?
Yeah.
jeez.
All right.
Wow, that's way nerd. That's nerd. You win. You win the nerd contest.
Okay. So.
Thank you.
So Jay, are you seriously saying that the cloak? All right. So no, hold on, real quick. So Matt, is detect magic a cantrip or is it a first level spell? Okay, it's a cantrip. So you're gonna cast it. So you're getting a faint magical aura on everything. None of it is none of it is none of it actually even has the same kind of magical aura that the stuff that you found off of on all on the people that you bested when you guys had your fight. You're finding the thing is it there, but there is a faint glow of magic about it.
All right. Well, at that point, I would highly suggest let's not cut this thing in half.
Well, so I would say that I cast Detect Evil.
Okay.
To make sure that it's not evil.
Yeah. And you detect evil, and you sit there for a moment, like so. So have we figured out, or is in the detect evil description? Does it explain exactly how evil? How like is it a feeling? Is it glowing? Like how do you?
So I have to focus on the object. I have to focus on a particular object.
Yeah.
Or a particular area.
Yeah.
And it talks about it in rounds. So like rounds of battle or something.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming outside of battle, it would just be
Yeah,
sustained.
yeah, yeah. Every 6 seconds.
Of it.
It's a six.
Yeah,
It's a 6 second period.
Detect more. So the first round, I would just detect the presence or absence of it. The second round, I would detect the number of auras in the area.
But what I'm saying is
I would detect the difference between like the most potent versus the weakest.
but what I'm saying is how does that detection exhibit itself? Is it a glow? Is it a feeling? Is it like is there any explanation?
I'm gonna leave that to you because it doesn't.
Well, all right. So let's just double check real quick because
it just says you detect it.
yeah.
It doesn't
Okay.
say
All right. Perfect.
how
Yeah.
it detects it,
So-
or how it
Okay.
manifests itself.
No, then that's perfect. Hold on. So things yeah. So basically
All it says is that what it does say is it says an aura. It says an aura.
Okay, so yeah, so all right, so then yeah, so then if that's the case, then yeah, then we're gonna say that it's a visual nimbus, you know, and yeah, and the thing is it like is it like in the so you know, and what we'll say is it's kind of like it's like it's kind of like a dark green opalescence, right? Like or actually that's not so. We'll say that the more pronounced the evil, the closer the opalescence gets to black, right? So when you run across, like sheer chaotic, like when you were in the House Ellereth thing, you know, and you were doing detect evil at any point in that time, like that was it was literally like looking at like oil, like the sheen of oil on top of stuff, right? Does that make sense? And other times you've run across evils that are like, you know, like a dark green or a dark purple or like, you know, like they don't look like oil, you know, like, or they look more like the purpley oil as opposed to like just black oil, you know, but this has a little bit of the opalescent sheen, but none of like, it's been used for evil. They were worn by an evil person. They were in the place where great evil was perpetrated. You can't really tell. It's definitely a sort of
connection.
yeah. There's a
not
some
necessarily the evil themselves.
yes
Well,
yes.
so the question is, what level of evil is like a vinegar oil or maybe an olive oil?
Well, it depends. It depends on how that olive oil or vinegar oil was made, what it was pressed with. If it was pressed with the faces of babies,
Olive oil is pretty evil.
yeah, yeah.
Yet again, racist.
So okay, so you guys collect the so you collect
How does this differ? How does this evil differ from the weapons that we collected before? Did I get
The
same
coins-
thing from those weapons?
yeah, no,
No,
so
not the coins.
okay.
The
Oh.
scimitar that I'm currently wielding and the short sword that William Cuddy is using, you know, the daggers
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Bob's using.
Yeah.
All of those things that like did I detect a similar thing with them or?
No, there was more. They definitely seem to be aligned with evil.
Okay.
No, well, no. Hold on. That's not so. The coins.
Because I probably wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have used the.
Yeah. The coins were the things were aligned with evil. Oh, like it was the coins. It was. Let me have to scroll up. Give me a second. The coins, the runes, the bone runes, the coin, the sapphires. The coins, the runes, and the sapphires. Those were evil. And those, hey Mike, help save my sanity in this 3-hour standstill traffic jam. Well, you know, like Squid, you're definitely welcome to. Yeah, you were definitely welcome for us to. We are gonna, you know, we're gonna be ridiculous and we're gonna be nuts. But yeah, you're totally welcome to join in. But so those 3 things, of which there were manifold parts. So remember there were the bone runes. Those were definitely evil. the coins that you guys found on the like in the inside of the belt, those definitely had a patina of evil, and the sapphires definitely were evil. And those are and then the scimitar, the short sword, and the bone stilettos. The stilettos. They had no they had no evil associations.
Okay, so the weapons that not weapons, but the items that we're looking at right now, those have a greater or less than presence of evil.
They have a greater presence of evil than because the scimitar, the stiletto, and the short sword, there was no patina of evil at all. These have a weird like when you're sensing them, like there is something, like you're definitely sensing that there's something, but it's so not pronounced that it might as well be nothing. You can definitely pick up something. It's just so minuscule. It just also happens that you're in a dungeon in the complete dark with just a little light, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I would say, I tell that to the guys. I'm like, hey, there's an evil residue.
Yeah.
Items, but I don't sense an overwhelming. They may have been used for evil purposes, but I don't sense an overwhelming attachment to evil from these items. Any thoughts, guys?
They're magical though. Let's take it.
And now, are you gonna take a look at them at all?
I mean, I figured that I guess casting.
I mean, you guys could.
On them, so yeah, let's now that we know that they're evil and magic, let's take a look and see what we can tell off of them.
Yeah, so let's examine them further, closer with the visual clues.
Okay, so what I would say first, this is probably actually go ahead and make a what would it be? It would be a
perception or a will.
Yeah. No, it would definitely be a perception check, which is crazy because perception is now kind of like taking the replacement of like an intelligence check, but that's fine. But yeah, so Waffle got what'd you get, Waffle?
18 plus 7, 25.
25, yeah, okay.
I didn't say shit.
Okay.
I got a 6.
William Cutter with an 11.
I'm still having trouble logging in.
Jay, for fuck's sake.
So good.
For fuck's sake, dude.
Jay rolls an 11.
What's your password, Jay? Just tell out your password on the screen.
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind,
I rolled a 15 for Jay.
But I think
I already rolled an 11 for Jay.
yeah, so it's gonna be a 26. So you got a 13, Jay. Yeah, you got a 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus whatever. All right. So the thing you guys notice about so looking at these items. Well, the first thing you notice is that like the gelatinous cube, right? The thing is like this thing devoured, like it basically erased everything that was not metal, right? Except for like on the skeleton, there's no meat whatsoever. There's nothing. It is literally just the bones and that's it. And the bones are like
It erased everything that was organic.
yeah. But however, the boots look like they're made of leather. The belt looks like it's made of leather. The cloak definitely looks like it's made of like cotton or so. I mean, it looks like it's definitely made of some linen, right? It definitely doesn't look like it's made of like some metal linen.
It's not a steel wool cloak.
Yeah, it's not. I know, crazy. But these things.
Is it tanned leather? Therefore, it's not like tan leather is sturdier than like normal skin.
So the boots feel like they're kid skin. Like they feel soft and supple and like I mean certainly the soles and the heels and all of that are sturdy. They literally look when you're looking at them, they look like they're almost brand new. There's a little bit of wear. There's a little bit of wear on the individual heels. But the thing is but they look pretty much brand new. Um,
Well, it's like the tanning process is supposed to stop leather from decomposing. So
100%.
so like it. Well, not 100%.
I mean, yeah. So if you,
Decompose less.
yeah.
Nothing's 100% non-decomposable.
Well,
Everything decomposes at some rate, but
I mean, if you were
things that are durable are decomposed at a slower rate than things that are not. So tanning is supposed to make it more durable and decompose at a much slower rate
then just like basic skin.
Yeah, then just like skin
Yeah.
off an animal that's just sitting out there.
Yeah, no, yeah. This definitely the thing is like so. I mean, so obviously you have to assume that like this skeleton that got absorbed by this skeleton.
What I'm saying is you could probably eat like straps of leather, and they would probably come out of you. Like you probably wouldn't digest them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah.
If this is a natural process of this gelatinous cube that would decompose things, that would eat them and use it for sustenance, it might not be able to eat tanned leather.
Yeah, and my response to that would be that you would have to assume that there was probably more leather on the skeleton that's sitting in this gelatinous cube. Probably was wearing like based on the stuff that you guys like you can see here that survived. There's probably like it definitely looks like these things were integrated into something more, and there's nothing like it's just these individual items.
So there's some elements to them that look like there was more on them or something.
Or they are pristine. They're yeah. So like the thing is, I mean, you like the idea that like if you've got a dagger, wouldn't you have a sword? Wouldn't you have a belt?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you have a purse? Wouldn't you have
So
these items are pristine and everything else is gone.
Yeah, other similar items, like other pieces of maybe leather cloth or other cloth besides the cloak, other pieces of leather besides the boots, other pieces of like metal or anything else besides the dagger.
Yeah. If this person
they were there, but they are gone now.
Yeah. So if this person was wearing any jewelry, there's no jewelry. If this person was wearing any, if this person was wearing like a leather cap, there's no leather cap. And not only and on top of that, these things are completely free of any damage. In fact, they're almost free of like they don't even look like they've been touched by any moisture or anything like that. Which effectively like the like I mean the thing is like it's like you guys looking at your individual boots right now as you've been sitting in the remainder of this gelatinous cube, you're noticing that there's some scoring on your individual boots. Case Cats, our party has just defeated a gelatinous cube, and is just now kind of exploring what they found in that gelatinous cube, and they found what looks to be the remains of a person, and we're talking about the leather tanning process. They found the remainder, what looks to be the remains of a person, and there's a handful of items that survived. What like a gelatinous cube is pretty lethal and also pretty like it like other than metal, it pretty much destroys everything. And there are some things that survived the gelatinous cube that are kind of like a little bit anomalous to like what you would assume.
So like I'm like, hey guys, that's rad. We got some items here that don't look like these look clean. I mean, Look at my boots, guys. Look at these boots. My boots are scuffed from just fighting this guy. Look at these boots. They were inside them. They're clean.
And that's all of you guys.
Well, look at.
Apparently, Odd is quiet.
Yeah, for the first time ever.
Yeah, so is William Cuddy.
Odd is dead. Well, yeah, William Cuddy climbs in a tree, readies his rifle. Craig? Oh, we're not hearing you.
Is there a boulder nearby?
Wait, we didn't hear Craig.
He must have backflip onto a boulder.
yeah. Craig, what happened? We didn't hear you, man. We saw you respond, but we didn't hear you respond. Oh, there you go.
Now we can hear you.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I don't know.
So yeah, all right,
Would
so
you like some boots?
I say we just leave him behind and move further into the dungeon.
You don't want to take the magic boots? You don't want some magic boots?
No.
There might be swift boots.
they are vaguely evil. Craig has a point. They are, perhaps evil.
So I'm wary of them. If Odd and Sigfroy want to take them, I don't see a need for them specifically for me as of yet.
They don't really fit us.
I mean, the only thing that definitely looks like it might work for either Sigfroy or Odd is the dagger, right? The dagger looks like it might work.
Wait, there was a dagger in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Odd has 4 daggers already.
Yeah, I will take a dagger.
I don't know if Sigfroy can handle a dagger or if he wants one.
It is a simple weapon. Daggers are a simple weapon.
Yeah.
Basically you stick them a la Arya. You stick them with a pointy end. That's.
The point.
Okay, so let's move on. So you guys are sort of in the middle of this hall. Like the thing is like, so you remember you left from what here? Let me actually show so we can kind of like let the audience know. So you left from, if you're on the Twitch stream, you left from a place that looked like this. It was a convergence of 8 different. Now these ones don't continue out, but where you guys are, they do continue out. So it was basically there were 8 different passageways, and you guys basically took the top left. So you basically took if you're watching the Twitch stream, you guys took this one. You continued along until you ran across the.
Are you saying the ones with the skulls on them? Do they not continue? Or they did?
No, they're because it's the closest. Because I can't afford. I can't afford to spend $1,000. Yeah. So this is.
I want to make that clear.
Yeah. So this is.
So there are 8 different
passageways. Yeah. Each of these. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so you guys took this top left one here, and you guys went up this.
And we marked.
You guys went.
Marked the one we came in on.
Yeah, you did. And you guys came along this path. You ran across the gelatinous cube. Now you can continue forward or you can go back.
Was that gelatinous cube lemon lime flavored or orange?
You know what? That's
orange, and I fucking hate orange.
That's actually a great. That's actually a great question. And Jay, you guys don't know until you try it.
See, what color was it? Because let's be honest, it doesn't matter what flavor it is. It matters what color it is.
It's clear.
Well,
it's clear.
Color and flavor are independent. You can flavor something.
It depends. Like it depends on what it is.
Have you not tried Crystal Pepsi?
All I was gonna say is Gatorade doesn't have flavors; they have colors.
But I'm sure let me find Gatorade that is not yellow.
You mean green?
Don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
What
no,
about Pepsi Clear? I mean, come on.
that's what I'm saying.
It's
Pepsi,
an
you know,
abomination.
Pepsi.
It's an abomination before the Lord. Is
All Pepsi is an abomination before the Lord.
Yes,
As someone who grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, I agree with.
Yeah, amen. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, so it was clear. So I lean down on the floor and lick it up. See what
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna lick it up.
Really, you certainly have odd. You certainly have at least a piece of parchment that you could roll. Like you're gonna lick it when you can snort it. Really, really, dude. Cut yourself.
Odd. One question, Odd. What did you do with those hypodermic needles? I gave you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, have you, oh my God. Hey, dude. Hey, man. Hey, man, have you ever fucking tried the cube? Have you ever gleamed the cube, man? Because this shit will fuck you up. This shit will fuck you up. What are you doing?
You remember Christmas?
I'm gleaming the cube.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You know, we're sitting in this corridor. We're all sitting up against the side of the wall. We've all got spoons. Paper boxes and spoons.
Oh, we're gleaming the cube. We're fucking gleaming the cube. What cube are you gleaming? The gelatinous cube right over there.
Are you gonna do a cube or are you a square?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh, insert dad joke.
So are you guys pressing on? Are you guys going back?
We're gonna collect the items and move on.
Okay.
If the boots fit, you must equip. So.
Are you
I thought it was the boots. If the boots fit, you must equip.
Yeah, if the boots fit, you must equip. So if the boots fit me, maybe I don't know. I'm hesitant because I sense a little bit of evil on them.
well and they're leather boots, man. The thing is that aren't you wearing?
Dude,
I'm probably wearing.
You're wearing like banded.
Mother, you don't want to shut your mouth.
Aren't you wearing mail of some sort of form?
No, I'm wearing studded leather.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe I'm wearing. Let me check my character sheet. I believe I'm wearing studded leather, but I don't know if there's a thing for boots. Let me see. Yeah, I just have studded leather. I don't have anything for.
Huh. All right. What about you, Craig? Are you interested? What, Craig? Craig,
What?
are you interested in the cloak or
No,
the belt?
I'm not interested in any of it. I don't want any of it.
Okay. All right.
Well, I still want the gnome cloak. I mean, I think that would be fun, you know.
Well, all right. So the cloak definitely looks like it's designed for like people 5.5 feet tall and higher in terms of like personal altitude. So you would definitely have to cut it to make it fit.
My question is,
Or you could stitch it.
anything-
You could hem it effectively.
Would William Cuddy be able to cut that shorter?
I don't know if you'd want to cut it because it's magic.
Yeah,
Cutting
I was
is
about
magic.
saying.
Produces magic. If we cut it, I'd probably. I don't know if are there like magic tailors, like tailors that. Can,
Yes. Yeah. There definitely are. Well, the thing is, there definitely are people mostly of a magical persuasion that can tell you whether or not if you actually cut the thing, it will affect the enchantments on it. And then if it won't affect the enchantments on it, there's definitely people that can or if it may affect the enchantments on it, there are definitely people that can or will increase the likelihood that you'll be able to succeed to actually cut it down to size without losing the enchantments on it.
So I would say that we would probably want to take it to somebody like that if we want to cut it short. We would want to cut it short now. So
You know,
here's
shoot it
here's
for
what
you if you want.
What's that?
Shoot it if you want.
That works.
All right, well, then I just pocket the cloak, and you know.
You're gonna pocket the cloak. Odd.
Yeah.
It's basically probably about 6 pounds of cloth, man.
he's gonna pack it, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's about 6 pounds of cloth. You are about 3 feet high. Are you gonna add 6 pounds?
Here's what we do. All right.
I mean 3.5 feet high.
I'm gonna wear the boots. I'm gonna put the boots on.
Okay.
I have the boots. All right. Siegfried's gonna take the belt with the dagger.
What are you doing with your boots?
Apparently I have no boots. Apparently I was walking barefoot this entire time.
No. But no. What are you doing with the boots that you had before? The ones you're swapping out with.
I'll
I'm
pack
gonna
them.
burn him.
I'll pack them.
He's gonna burn them. All right.
I'm just gonna pack them with my stuff.
All right. I'll pack them. All right. Cool.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna roll up the cloak and I'm gonna pack it as well. So I'm gonna put it on my naps, whatever. I'm gonna tie it down to my knapsack.
Okay.
I'm just gonna carry the items. I'm gonna wear the boots. Siegfried, I'm sure you're gonna put on the belt with the dagger.
The belt without being resized will not fit a halfling.
Hold on. Could I not for holding up my pants maybe? But could I do like a sash belt?
Oh, yeah.
And, like, maybe
Yeah.
stick some grenades.
Yeah.
in it?
Well, maybe not necessarily grenades, but you could do it around your shoulder and it would work fine. The thing is that you could.
But yeah, that's what we'll do for now. Because
Okay.
I don't want to damage.
Okay.
I don't want to damage magical items without knowing their purpose.
Okay, awesome. So basically we've got Siegfried with the belt and dagger. We've got Erloser with the boots and the cloak.
Yep.
Okay. And so you guys are going to continue. All right, so you guys continue down the hall. So you gather all your stuff, you collect it, you're all set.
We gathered the coins. We just do we know what their value is? Do we know?
No, that's the thing is yeah. So
we stow those as well, and we're gonna
Who's-
figure out what the
who's-
value of these are.
who's holding on to the coins? Who's stowing the coins?
I'll say I'll be glad to hold on to them because I'm the most trustworthy.
I'll take the coins. Yeah.
I'll hold on to them.
Well, it definitely seems like there's a little bit of conflict here in terms of who's going to hold on to the coins.
Okay.
The Erloser may be racist, but he is fair.
That's what I say. I'm going to be fair, so I'll hold on to the coins so we can divvy them up later.
How can you be racist and fair? That doesn't
It's yeah. It's you know what that's part of his personal journey, Craig. That's part of his yeah.
Hey, let me put it this way: a dog is less than a human being, but he's going to get half my cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Oh, see, yeah. That's a strange sort of mathematical correlation. Yeah.
All right, so I hang on to everything. I put the boots on. Siegfried gets the belt and the dagger because he can immediately use them, and then we move forward based on our pact. We will divvy up items later and sell them as.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So you guys continue down this pathway. Now the one thing you've noticed as you were making your way down this is like again, if you guys recall the reliefs that you saw, like there were really ornate reliefs if you recall on either side, kind of depicting these strange like it was depicting sort of an agrarian lifestyle with these very disturbing images kind of like interjected in.
When you use the term relief, you're talking about like a painting, like in the Renaissance.
not a painting, but yeah, like carved. Yeah. Like they're carved.
I was
They're
about to say for the architecturally for the idiots among us,
architecturally. Yeah.
Well, oh, are you calling me an idiot?
No, I'm calling myself an idiot. I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. I can't even say architecturally, apparently.
Hold on.
Can't spit stay. Yeah. All right. So we have these.
Well, yeah. So Jay was just swallowed up by Jay was just swallowed up by who knows what.
Seems like tonight is the night of technical difficulties.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Good.
Okay.
No, we can't hear you anymore.
Sorry.
All right, hold on, Jay, were you walking into a Faraday cage? Were you walking in and out of a Faraday cage? Because that will definitely fuck up your ability to be heard.
If my kitchen is a Faraday cage, then yes. No, I walked in there. The problem is my bank switched my card over like 2 months ago, and I didn't update it on my Google Fiber account, and so they canceled.
So
they canceled my fiber, and so I'm piggybacking on Wi-Fi off of my neighbor.
Does he know that?
Because yeah, he does, and it will be reinstated tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
It's just a big fucking nightmare. I'm sorry. So.
All right, so
Apparently I have to sit in this exact spot.
so you guys walk for a little bit, and then you run across a pit, and from the darkness you hear a voice saying, "Give me the gnome, and the rest of you survive." What do you do?
Yeah, so I launch on forward.
I'm not that much of a savage. I'm not that much of a savage. I look around, I look at Airloster, and I'm like, do we want to at least hear him out first?
I'll pay you 16 coins to take him.
Agreed. No. All right, so you guys.
25 speckles. That's all it takes. Like.
Carlos, throw your boots in there.
So you guys continue down. So again, so this passageway seems to be like it really does seem like whomever fashioned it spent decades, like significantly a huge amount of time, like fashioning these walls, fashioning this corridor. And then at some point you notice that like the reliefs, like the reliefs start to become a little bit less, like they start to feel like they're unfinished. Like whomever was working on them was like kind of shaping them out, and maybe kind of like plotting out like, oh, this is where it's going to be. And so you can still see like, oh yeah, it looks like you can still see the separation between the various panels, and you can definitely see like, oh, maybe there's a little shape here and there's a little shape there, but they start losing their definition. And then as you continue a little bit further on, you suddenly lose the paving on the floor. You lose the tunnel itself starts to feel a lot more natural and a little bit less like it was actually constructed. But again, there's the one thing that you notice is like, I mean, you guys must have been walking now for maybe 150 yards, 200 yards. Like you're walking some distance, and there's no left or right. There's nothing. It's just straight. And the moment you leave the moment your feet kind of leave the paved area. So it's not just paved. So there was an area where there was actually what seemed to be like tiles on the floor. And then you left the tiles, but you were still on like compacted earth that seemed to be as if it was prepared earth. You know, as if it was set up to be tiled. And then you move from that to like what seems like it's just natural tunnel. But even so, it's still crazy because the tunnel is still the same size. You know, it's still, I mean, the walls now are like, seem like they are were more shaped by nature than shaped by the hands of some designer. There's definitely,
How far have we traveled into this tunnel?
by the time
Miles or
by the time
you know,
by the time you've left the actual paved area, you're probably about, I'd say maybe 300 yards, 400 yards, you know, 195. You can't, it's tough to guesstimate in the dark. And I mean,
like,
it's not miles. It's not,
hours and hours.
yeah. It's not hours and hours.
Well, no, because last time we were here, you said that you made a point of asking whether or not light was a cantrip or not, because you said in order to keep it up, I would have had to cast it multiple times.
Yes. Yeah. And that was,
We're assuming we did that.
and that was, yes. And that was to get to the very first sort of octagon based.
Oh, okay.
You guys walked.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys walked a long distance to get to that very first octagon, you know,
So
and
the
then
question now is how far away we are from the octagon. That makes sense. Okay.
yeah. And so now you've traveled actually a pretty significant. I mean, not a gigantic distance, but maybe anywhere between like 200 to 400 yards. But you can't really tell because you know you're in dark. I mean, not complete darkness, but and the features of the. Like for at least a good 100 yards, there were these very bizarre reliefs, you know, and it was definitely a very well appointed hallway, and then all of a sudden it seems like the work on the hallway stopped, and then it seems like the actual hallway. Like whomever discovered this hallway and started paving it were working off of like something that occurred naturally in nature, like this, like sort of perfectly sort of square hallway just tunneling through this mountain. And then, but the further you get in, the more it still maintains its shape. It still maintains the basic square, but you're also noticing that like, you know, there's now like foliage growing out of the walls, and you're seeing like mushrooms and like it's beginning to feel a lot more like it's just a deep cave.
Mushrooms.
This is about how far you said?
Maybe 300 yards in.
300 yards. Okay.
So you said there were mushrooms, right?
No, I mean there's definitely stuff that looks like moss, looks like fungus, looks like there's not
We need to clarify specifically, are they mushrooms? Because if so, I want to do a roll to see if they're psychedelic.
they're not they're not, as far as you can tell, they're not mushrooms at all. They're not mushroom shaped.
I was gonna say also if they're mushrooms, we need to see if there's a shortcut to them.
Yeah.
That's a talking joke.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Exactly.
So are you guys gonna push on further into this sort of like, are you gonna go back? Are you gonna push on deeper into this?
I mean, we're 300 yards in, and have we seen anything that would make us doubt our course?
Yeah, why would we want to go back? I mean,
Well, all no, and it's completely up to you. It's completely up to you. But however, the thing is, like, what I'm saying is, like, this, whomever was working on this tunnel, it definitely seems like they gave it up at some point in time. This still may lead to where you're headed. You know, it's still. I mean, the thing is I mean, maybe, like, you know, but maybe not.
So it doesn't look like it continues in any ornate manner.
No, yeah, it does. It does continue, and it definitely.
Is the tunnel complete? I mean, that's the question.
There's the thing is, yes, there's still a tunnel. It looks like the tunnel continues for as far as you can see with your light, and your light is projected. I mean, you can probably see another 40 yards ahead of you, and it still looks like the tunnel keeps going. It also looks like the tunnel actually starts to decline. So it looks like it starts going down. But the thing is that, like, but it no longer looks like there's been any hand in fashioning this tunnel, except for the fact that,
like, I guess what you're trying to say is, if we were looking for some sort of cultish type ceremony, there's no, like, the cultish elements have not increased; they've decreased.
Yeah. I mean, yes, certainly. The imprint that people have made, whether they be people or whether they be intelligent other creatures that are able, like that, all of the hand of an intelligent design is gone now. It's just, you know.
So the reason we came this tunnel, the reason we came down this tunnel the last time was, I believe it was odd. I can't remember who, but somebody got a high perception roll, and the rest of us failed.
Yeah.
And they saw some feet prints that looked like they went down this tunnel.
Yep.
So that was the assumption we were going on moving down this tunnel. So at this point, if the cultish elements are declining, and we don't see any, like, we're in a cave now, right? So that would mean that the floor is. It's
all natural. The whole. I mean, you're not in a cave. You're in a tunnel. You're still in a. But you're in a naturally fashioned tunnel.
It looked like a cavern or cave-ish.
Yeah.
It's like dirt. We're looking at dirt walls now, right?
Yeah.
Dirt.
Yes.
Okay. So, can we see any elements of traffic on the floor?
Oh. Well, you're gonna have to make a perception roll.
All right. Let me make a perception roll then, if you don't mind. How about we all make a perception?
21?
Don't mind if I do.
No, 23.
I got a massive 6.
All right, massive 6.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of got an 8. All right, so the guys, the two fellows that got perception rolls in the 20s. Is there? There's not a tracking skill, is there? It's just perception, isn't it? Is it not?
There's survival.
No, yeah. I think it's just perception.
Yeah, I don't think there's the only thing that was close to tracking. I remember there was there's like a knowledge dungeoneering.
Knowledge engineering wouldn't qualify. So this is.
There's a survival, but I don't know. There's no specific tracking skill.
Yeah, and survival for my money, survival is going to be trap making and finding fresh water and finding game and finding salmon and like.
For what it's worth, the roll 20 or I don't know how to pronounce
the description.
The site that kind of has all this information does say following tracks is a common use of the survival skill.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely take. The thing is, because that's following tracks is definitely more, for my money, a perception thing as opposed to a survival thing, right? So
I'm just saying what they say. I'm not saying that we have to.
Yeah. We're gonna make an official house rule ruling on this. Yeah. I mean, unless the thing is that, like, if there was an actual tracking skill, then we would all of us defer to that. And if there was a way that you could use perception as a and if there was a if you could use perception as a possible tracking skill, like you have a plus 10 DC to track.
Side note on Roll20 and the Pathfinder rules and its implementation, there should be a way to like add custom skills. I would think.
I mean, of course, no, we can definitely. You've done it for your character.
Oh,
no,
no,
wait,
there,
I'm using
there is
Pathfinder.
a,
Never mind.
there is a miscellaneous skill.
No, and the thing is,
maybe that takes up. Maybe you can put miscellaneous and you can type in tracking.
and that certainly would be the case if somebody wanted to say that if somebody wanted to create a character that was a ranger and they wanted their ranger to have a significant emphasis on tracking, and there's no tracking skill, then we would definitely create a tracking skill, and then what that would do is that would just reduce the DCs for people, for that people have to hit to actually track, So the reason why this is the thing. This is the thing. So both Odd and Sigfroy looking down, investigating, it definitely looks like there's been a lot of foot traffic down this corridor. But it also looks like there's a significant amount of buildup, like dust buildup. Now, is that because there's been a lot of people and they've basically knocked up a lot of dust and that's covered it, or is it that it's been 50 years since a lot of people came down this passageway? You can't tell. It's just they're so close to each other. It's like
if you see a foot in mud, but then the mud is like caked.
Yes.
And like dried or something. It's like, okay, well, how long has that footprint been?
Yeah. Was this? Yeah. When you had intense rains 3 days ago, and then you had nothing but scorching heat the day after. Yeah, did that happen the day after the rains? Did it happen today? The thing is like because of the scorching heat, So, actually, that would. Yeah, myself. Hey, myself.
Super odd. What do you think? What do you think?
Well, if it looks like actually, so we don't think that the tracks continue. Or wait, did we continue? Did the tracks continue down this path? Because if so, I think we should continue going on.
Excuse me. I'm gonna climb up on Siegfried's shoulders.
That makes us.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick, guys. I'm getting word that only I can be heard. Only I can be heard on the stream.
What?
Yeah. That shouldn't be the case. You should hold on. Let me just check.
Hold on.
So no one hear me?
No. Hold on. I can definitely hear you guys just fine. And so I was figuring that.
Testing. Well, yeah, no,
Is that there you go. Sorry about that. So yeah, sorry about that forward, Time Lord. Go ahead and talk, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Chris
Hello.
Stewart said he can hear all of us.
Okay, so Chris says he can hear you guys fine. It definitely looks like.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to interrupt and ask. What did you just say, Jay? Something about a tapeworm?
Yeah, fattening up my tapeworm.
Oh. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. So I'm definitely reading you guys much better.
Right.
I do have to say for time. I apologize because I was looking at the desktop audio and I was saying that there was nothing coming in. So I think basically what they were hearing, or at least what people were getting up until right now was just coming through my microphone. My microphone's condenser mic, so it's a good mic. It's good at going like, oh, I'm gonna find the sound coming from somewhere else if I'm not talking. But but the thing is but now I've got the desktop audio, so now I've got Skype kicking in. So yeah, so it should be better. If it's not, then it's definitely you, because all my levels are looking awesome. So
Mike, you blew it.
I know.
What did you
So
do?
here's what I'm gonna say. First of all, I'm gonna kick, or not kick, but I'm gonna shrug Odd off my shoulders. Second of all,
No, he jumped on top of Sig. He jumped on Sigmund's
Yeah,
shoulder.
no, this is first off, when he attempts to do this, I'm like, dude.
oh, I thought he got on my shoulders because that's
No,
what
he
always
said
practice.
Sigroy. He said Sigroy.
Okay, well then that's fine. I just stand back and look at amusement.
First off, dude, WTF? Like, this isn't going to make you taller. That, like, I'm shorter than you are. I'm
Believe
shorter
me,
than you are.
It makes me twice as tall. Like
No, it
it's
doesn't.
okay.
yeah. It makes it basically adds about a third of your height. You know.
So as he starts climbing up, I get out the cloak and I'm like, can we do like a
Here's your
two
gnome
people-
cloak. Here's your gnome
Yeah.
cloak. Yeah, here you go.
Like now they're tall enough. Now maybe they can wear the cloak together.
I'm
we can get into the theater with one ticket.
Yeah, but
I'm an average height of 3 feet or 3 feet 5 inches.
yeah, and Odd, you're probably about 4 feet or maybe 4'2". So you are taller than
Yeah,
than
we're
the halfling.
like Kobe Bryant. Yeah, that's great. You know, Mig Lee. You know, yeah, we dunk it. Yeah.
No. So the 4 foot guy climbing on the 3.5 foot guy, that probably puts you at about 5 feet.
Oh.
So that's more like Tony Danza or Sylvester Stallone than Kobe Bryant. But but it's close. I mean, it's close. They're both humans. They're both humans.
I'm still taller. I'm still taller than both of y'all.
Yeah.
On top of each other.
Yeah, humans are normal height.
Oh, is William Cuddy a racist too now? Is that what's going on?
I'm like,
It's-
yeah, brother,
it's-
and I give
it's-
him like a fist bump when he says that.
Racism in the D&D world is kind of like a creeping thing, like
Yeah.
it starts off, you start off not racist, and then as you play the game.
Well, I mean, listen.
Are you kidding me?
Since
The
when did
game
dating
starts off with
facts
defining
become
your
racist?
race. Like,
What
The game is
inherently
literally racist.
what
The
were you
game is
saying?
Literally racist.
What were you saying, Craig?
Since when is stating a fact racist?
Racist mother.
Yeah.
Well,
Small people are
well,
definitely
that-
smaller
well,
than
yeah.
big people.
now you're a factist. Like, God, jeez, factist.
Hashtag fake news.
But again, we need to figure out, are you guys continuing deeper into, are you continuing down this path? So the thing is, so again, it definitely looks like there are lots of footprints traversing this hall.
Can we tell if it is the same footprints as the ones that we originally attempted to follow?
I think that'd be odd. Because
That would be a perception roll based for Odd to make.
Okay.
Were you ever able to log in, or should one of us do it?
No, he rolled.
Yeah, no, I got it.
There you go.
Boom.
Nice.
13 plus perception. Perception.
Where is my character sheet? Perception is 13 plus. Oh my God. Oh, perception. Okay. Perception is 6. Yeah.
So 19. All right. So yeah. So you can't tell 100%. It looks like it might be. It definitely looks like at least one or two of the prints might be the same prints that you saw going into this passageway. But you're not 100%. But it definitely looks like it definitely looks like.
Well, so there's only one prince. So is it the same prince?
No. It's not only one print. What I'm saying is it looks like there's a lot of traffic. He saw.
Hold on.
Is it Prince or is it the artist formerly known as Prince? Or is it that weird
No,
thing?
it's
Thank
two
you, Jeff.
princes.
Yeah.
Do
He
it
saw-
for you, buddy.
He saw
But
when as you guys
every day now.
as
two
you guys
princes that-
They want to
Sorry.
buy you flowers.
yeah, want to buy you flowers. Yeah,
Now go ahead now.
that's okay now. Yeah.
Oh
Take it
my
over,
god.
paper, Mike.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry,
god.
No, I started it. I started it.
So the thing is
Yeah,
so
you did.
So the thing that prompted you guys to head down this passageway was you found or Odd saw a print within the dust along this passageway, and he was like, "Oh, there's prints heading down this way." So you guys decided to head down this way. So now you're looking, and it definitely looks like the prints that he saw at the beginning of the passageway. It looks like they might be replicated here. However, this area also looks like in the area you guys have not yet trodden on, it looks like there was a lot of foot traffic. But like I said, you can't tell was that foot traffic 20 years ago, and just no one's disturbed this portion of the tunnel in 20 years, or was it recent foot traffic, and maybe people kicked up a lot of dirt, and the dirt that was kicked up has now landed. It's a little bit it's a tough call, and Odd's roll has still left it a little bit of a tough call.
No.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. I'm going to go on his judgment.
My
Yeah,
Because
judgment?
I have no. I didn't. I didn't see anything. I didn't see footprints. I didn't. Notice. I didn't notice the footprints before. I didn't see them before. So I'm gonna default to Odd for my judgment.
Yeah, that amazes me because I don't think anybody would ever do that.
Because Odd has no judgment, so like his
Yeah, actually,
his
that's a
his
good
slider, his judgment slider is all the way down at 0.
That's a good point. Airlister says I'm going to go off of Odd's judgment, and Sigroy just looks at him and says, "You, after what you've seen him do, you still want to go off of?"
yeah. This is the guy that tried to backflip up onto a boulder.
I will counterpoint. I
have no filter. Honestly.
The only people that can backflip up onto a boulder are either insects or superheroes.
I will counterpoint that we started an adventuring company with this guy.
Yeah. He was actually instrumental. He was actually instrumental in having it in getting it set up.
Yep.
Yeah, but that doesn't. Yes, we used him for his money, not his judgment. Just.
Well, no, you got it all wrong. It's backwards. I'm using all of you.
Oh, for their judgment.
No, I'm just using them.
As sex toys.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna follow my lead,
Some of us want to use you. Some of us want to abuse you.
And sweet dreams are made of these.
Yep.
Okay, so what are my options, Mike?
Well, you're in a corridor heading one direction. You can go forwards or backwards. You are at a point where you can either go forwards or backwards, and you guys are trying to figure out whether you go forwards or backwards.
and based on the information, you can choose whether to go.
Yeah, forwards or backwards. And so far, you have definite signs that people have gone both forwards and backwards.
And you're currently writing a journal.
I'm gonna grab a beer while this is ridiculous.
The two pieces you still need to write are the forward and the backward.
God.
All right. You know what, bitches? We're going forward. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Forward ho! We ran across all that fucking, nastiness and, old decisions and stuff. And, now it's time to...
All right, so you guys are going forwards.
Time to make...
All right. So
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis Ray.
Odd seems very confident that we're going forward. So I'm going to be like...
All right,
He's
awesome.
the one. I'm going to say he's the one that saw the footprints in the first place. He's saying that we should carry forward. I'm going to look at the other guys. We carry forward, guys, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Sure.
so you guys continue forward for a little while, and again, like I said, the slope. So it becomes a slope at some point in time, right? You notice it starts sloping downwards. At a pretty, and again, it's still like, the thing is that like, you guys walked what, maybe three-quarters of a mile just to get to that first like sort of like octagon of options.
Yeah.
And then you walked maybe, now you've probably walked maybe 600 yards. So it whoever designed this thing, it's just really bizarre. It's very bizarre architectural, the thing is like, it definitely seems like this entire thing has been designed to like just exhaust you to, and so as you guys are walking, the cavern, or not the cavern, the cave, or the tunnel begins to open up. And it begins to feel like oh, it's actually now two or three people can walk abreast. Then it's four people can walk abreast. Then it starts to feel like it's more of like a natural cave, and then it begins to feel like it's a cavern. And
What's the difference between a cave and a cavern?
so a cave is going to be smaller, right? Like and a cavern's going to be larger. It's just a difference in size. At least that's the way I'm using it.
Yeah.
I think
seems
that's
plausible.
that's actually correct, Mike. But it's funny that
I mean,
you're just like,
you can
winging it.
Well, no. I mean, you can have caverns that are very deep that are not very large, right? So the thing is like so you can have, definitely have caverns that are like, where there's precipices that drop hundreds of yards, but the area that you're walking in is not very, by itself is not very large, So and you can also have caves that are pretty significant, That's why they call it cave spelunking. You can't spelunk in a tent-sized cave, or maybe you can. I guess if you climb into a tent-sized cave, have you spelunked that cave? You're like, I spelunked. This cave has been spelunked.
First off, spelunking sounds dirty. Like, I'm aware of what it is, and I've done it before, but thinking about it right now, the word spelunking sounds like a sex act off of...
It does not sound like a sex act. It
No,
sounds
don't-
like a very common act that every human being does at least once every 3 or 4 days. Hopefully they do it at least once or twice a day after they eat a large meal. Like the thing is, that's all spelunking sounds like. I go to the bathroom and I spelunk. There you go. And then you flush your spelunk and you move on. Like that's what spelunking sounds like, you know.
I mean,
And if that sounds
know, I
like
say
that
it
can be a
seems
sex act. That can be a sex act. And there's actually a very famous thing involving 2 girls and a receptacle that was made very famous at some point in time. But
A spelunking receptacle.
yeah, that's spelunking receptacle. Yeah, 2 girls, 1 spelunking receptacle was actually, I think, the name of the thing. Is there a quick way to sort out the D&D?
Oh my goodness.
There's not, Jared. You know what? Actually, that's actually a great idea, Jared. I will. Oh shit, I can't. You know what? Let me.
have them all locally.
I don't, because I upload them all to YouTube. But you know what I'll do?
Oh yeah, just make a YouTube playlist.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'll do. I'll make a playlist because every single episode we've ever done is on YouTube. But I'll build a playlist for you. Sorry about that, man. Yeah, you're totally right. That's a great idea. I don't know why I didn't do that. Well, because I just figured, I figured people just weren't paying attention. I figured that no one cared except for us, you know. And we suffered through it. So why would we want to go back? So you guys notice.
Oh, the pain of it all.
So as you're progressing, you find yourself now you notice as you're kind of like making your way into what feels like natural caverns. The thing is that like it's definitely, you know, when you guys entered, you entered sort of at daybreak, right? You guys had stayed the night, and then early, and daybreak you guys went in. Was that not correct?
Yeah.
That's
right.
I believe we did a full rest before we entered the dungeon.
So you know, so you're gonna assume that. So you know, I mean, you can make just a basic like guesstimate that you're probably maybe around noon, 1, 2, 3 o'clock. But you're you definitely know you're pretty deep into this mountain range, wherever you might be situated. However, you notice that there's like shafts of, so it definitely seems like it is a very natural cavern, except for the fact that there are regularly spaced shafts of light that are kind of cutting down, giving you guys some illumination that allows you to kind of move forward. And it definitely feels, the illumination is so regular that it still feels like it's by design. You know, like as you look out and you see these shafts of light, it definitely looks like they were carved, you know. But everything else feels like it's completely natural.
Okay, so like it's a cave. It is definitely like a cave, not necessarily a built place other than these.
I mean, yeah. And I would say cavern, like it definitely feels
tomato as far as I'm concerned. But
it definitely feels like it stretches off. Like you guys are continuing on what really feels to be like a path, but it started off as a tunnel, and now you are continuing on a path that is moving through like you can't even tell if there actually are. Like where the walls of this thing, like it's expanded now to be so huge that the only, like you can't even see the cavern rooftop that's allowing the light in. Like it's literally like you guys are walking through this, and I mean, and occasionally there are stalactites and there are stalagmites, and you still see like there's still enough geography to give you a sense that you're in the interior of a cave. But without these like little hallmarks of being in a cave, stalactites, stalagmites, maybe some fungi, maybe some like little rivulets of water, some kind of like shaping of the land, like like.
So question then.
Yes.
Are these shafts of light, are they like linear, or are they just kind of everywhere?
Well, I mean, think about when you're in complete darkness and you have a beam of light kick in. It does expand out enough that it allows you to see for some distance. But yes, they are linear. They are. It definitely seems.
So they're kind of also giving us a path to follow.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. They're directly above you, and they definitely are giving you a path to follow.
Okay. So we're just continuing to follow the light. That's what I wanted to make sure.
Yes.
Keep on following that light, bro.
Okay. So yeah. So you guys continue on for a long time, half an hour, 45 minutes. You're not 100% certain. And the lights start to become more and more distant. They start getting further and further apart until as you get to a point where the patches of light that are projecting down, like you get to a point where you can see one way off in the distance, but you don't have enough light to actually see the path ahead of you. And so you find yourself having to kind of stumble around in the dark for.
Well, we have light.
Like, yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right. You're right. So the thing is like, you're right, because you do. Well, all right. So the thing is like, so you were continuing to cast the light spell while you guys were walking with light enough to walk.
Not while it's late. Well, once we ran out of
Okay. So the first time you encounter, oh, we don't know where the hell we're going. You cast light, and you're like, okay, and you're like, okay, there. So things, and you keep you and you eventually notice that those distances continue, but like the distances get longer and longer, and then you reach a point where there is nothing. There's just no light. There's nothing ahead of you except for the light you've got, and at this point in time. You guys feel a sense of vastness, and it also sounds like it definitely sounds like you guys are in a gigantic chamber, like just making any sounds, they just seems to echo and reverberate.
Now, I've still got the light on my sword, or scimitar.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Do the walls like spread apart in
Yeah, the walls spread apart half an hour ago. Like you can't.
Oh, okay,
you can't.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you can't. You have no sense of a ceiling or sense of a wall, except for the fact that the way that the sound moves here, it definitely feels like you're still contained in something. But and there were those shafts of light that were kind of allowing you to continue on for another 45 minutes or so. But now you find yourself in complete darkness, except for the light you've got. And so I was figuring you guys continue to press on for a little while, and suddenly you start noticing pinpricks of light. Pinpricks of light kind of coming from everywhere, from above you, from below you, from the sides of you, from below you. It literally, and the pinpricks of light continue to grow to the point that it begins to feel like you're in space, like you're surrounded by a universe, and there's just one little maybe 8-foot column of darkness that is the path you guys are walking on.
Would our characters know what in space would?
Yes, because because you definitely can look up into the sky. You're surrounded.
Yeah, we've seen stars in the sky.
Yeah, you're surrounded by night sky, all the way. Like there's just one path. There's just this dark path, and you're surrounded by night sky. You definitely, at this point in time, you guys definitely come to the realization that this is not natural. Like, you are not, wherever you're at, whatever's going on, this is not,
now,
you're not in the mountain range.
Can we tell if we are now outside? Like, and we're just seeing stars?
It's still the sounds that you're hearing, it's still, I mean, in fact, it's really funny. Jay, are you asleep?
It sounds like he's asleep.
No.
We can
Did
hear
we?
you breathing.
Did
down.
we? Yeah. Did we catch you sleeping, buddy?
Yeah. No, I'm not off of it. Sorry.
What was
No,
the
no,
last
no,
thing
no,
you
no. That was a
remember
little.
us saying?
That was a little power nap. That's fine.
What was the last thing you remember?
No, I heard the whole thing.
No.
I was right on the precipice of falling asleep.
No, no,
We
yeah,
were-
that's
before
fine.
We were right on the precipice.
You
We were
called me
right on the
out.
precipice. We were right on the precipice of leaving this cave, while he was right on the precipice of going to sleep.
Yes. Go to sleep,
Yes.
little Jay. All right.
Sorry, I did wake up at 5:30 this morning. It's been a long day for me.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's been a long one. right.
So we watched Jay
Okay.
slap, or we watched Odd slap himself in the face
Yeah.
multiple times.
Yeah, he's like, oh my God, this can't be happening. No, yeah, it's still, you're definitely still surrounded by a universe. And you are, yeah. So the thing is, yeah. So you guys are now walking along. I mean, the light. So the ground you were walking on was dirt for some time, right? And then as the stars start to like pop out, and you're like, the thing is that the ground becomes darker, and by the time you guys are surrounded entirely by the stars, the ground, even if you put the tip of your blade, Airloser.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the stream and I'm looking at myself. And, yeah.
Oh, watching yourself. Yeah.
It was pretty obvious I was falling asleep.
Yeah. If you listen to it, you don't need to even watch it, man. If you just listen to it, you're like you'll hear yourself. Yeah, you'll hear yourself catching some Z's in the middle of the stream. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Sorry.
So you guys are continuing along this path, and eventually, even if you put the sword tip down towards the actual whatever it is you're walking on, like it's still pitch black. Like you can now you can see stars all around you. You can make out the path ahead of you, but there is no but whatever it is that you're like, you can literally put the tip of your sword to whatever it is you're walking on, and there's nothing there. It's just black. It's just empty. It's literally look at the stream. You see the die, what the die is sitting on. That's literally what you're looking at. You guys are standing on.
So how can we see the path in front of us?
Because it's the only
underneath us?
it's the only part that's not covered in stars. Everything else is covered in stars. It's literally like you're surrounded by the universe, except for there's this big path of black ahead of you.
Well, I mean, obviously, Airloser's not going to want to go down this way because it's black.
That's no Airloser has nothing to do, has no concern about the color of people's skin. Human beings are sacrosanct in Airloser's eyes. You know, it's just
Stick
the
Freud,
fucking.
Stick Freud, let me explain something to you. There is only one human race. There are no differences between colors of skin.
Colors of eyeballs, height, anything like that. Yeah, no, that's
That's right, brother. Preach it.
Yeah. There's only one human race. All right. Now there are multiple other races besides human.
And Airloser loves to race them, which is why he's racist. He loves racing the other races. Come on, let's race. I'm a racist. Let's race.
That's right. I can beat you, you little halfling bastard.
Racist motherfucker.
Pretty terrible.
All right, so yes, so you guys, hey, oh, that's awesome, Jared. Right on, man. That's awesome. So Jared, just so you guys, Jared just said, joking aside, this is really great to listen to. That's awesome.
I'm glad to have it. Yeah, sure.
So you guys, so now you find yourself like literally, I mean, literally, it is literally like what that 13 is sitting on in the Twitch stream, like you are now standing on, as far as you can tell, nothing except for black, and you are surrounded by stars, and there is this long, and the path of blackness continues deep into the universe. It looks like it goes for 1,000 miles.
Well, I would actually only walk 500 miles.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say.
Well, then again, actually, I would also then walk 500 more.
But
Yeah.
I would
So,
walk 500 more.
1,000 miles. 1,000 miles is your limit, is what you're saying. Yeah, it's like, yeah. But just so long as you end up at the door of whomever it is that you're.
How many leagues?
Oh my God.
They just got it. Yes.
If it's 1,000 miles, how many leagues is that?
It's 300 and something.
It's like 333.3333.
Oh wait, no. I think a league is 3.5 miles, 3 and something miles.
It's like 3 miles, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so all right, so now you guys definitely know that you are A, you're no longer in Kansas. B, you're definitely.
Wait. We were in
Where's
Kansas?
Wait, where?
I
What
thought we
is
were in
Kansas?
Cormandy. Yeah.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
Kansas? I'm not familiar with this Kansas place.
Kansas was the name of the dungeon. Sorry, you guys didn't learn that yet. Yeah.
Kansas Dungeon in Cormandy. Okay.
Yeah, there's a big K theme to like Cormedy. Yeah. No, but you guys definitely know that like that you've been walking. Now we'll assume that you've been walking maybe 2 hours down this path, maybe 2.5, maybe 3, maybe an hour and 45 minutes. Time for you has been really tough to judge. However, it is now obvious that you are no longer in the mountain range. Like you are not. You have somehow managed to walk outside of the world that you were in when you first showed up in this, and started heading down this path.
Okay.
All right, so we're still in the cave, right?
No, you're in a. I mean, sort of. Yes. I mean, you didn't purposefully leave the cave. The cave just got so big that it's now a universe.
Oh, it's
that completely surrounds you.
Now a cavern. Yeah.
Well, we're in a galaxy.
Yeah. You are walking. You are walking through a
basically,
galaxy.
We walked into Mordor. Yeah.
We are
tiny cave, and then boom, you got big.
We are Major Tom,
Okay.
and we've lost ground control.
Yeah. With no rocket, you just walked. You're like, wow, why do you? This is crazy. We walked into space.
Well, what
Start the
Man,
countdown.
SpaceX has spent a lot of money. They could have just walked here.
Yeah. If they just knew the right mountain range, Yeah.
I think it goes start the engine, boots are on.
All right. Well, dude, let's do some shit. Let's.
I guess keep
Explore.
walking forward.
I mean-
since can we move to the left and right? Can we explore the confines of this, or are there zero confines? Like if we
Well, all right. So no one's tried stepping off the path of black that you've been walking on for a while. Do one of you want to try? Want to try jumping off?
Jump is a bit presumptuous there. Let's.
I would
lean
put one
over and,
I would
kind
put
of-
1 foot out and and put one
Oh,
foot in
you're-
and then put the other foot out and the other foot in and then
No.
Oh shit! Oh, put 1 foot out.
Yeah.
and then shake it all about, and then and then put the one arm in and one arm out, and then shake it all about.
I would happily backflip.
Do any of you guys have a boulder? Because you could definitely get. You could definitely get.
I do have acrobatics, by the
Why
way.
don't we throw our midget up in the air and see what happens?
I happen to have a boulder right here in my back pocket. Hold on one second.
Yeah. So no, yeah, but
Wait, hold on, Matt. Do you have an over-the-shoulder boulder holder?
Oh my god. Oh man, that's an old reference.
That is actually Jeff. My hat is off to you. That is fucking awesome. That is the best way to reinterpret. That is fucking awesome. That is amazing. That is a.
Got a boulder.
That is
right here.
That is.
I'm sure he pulled it out over his shoulder.
That is absolutely awesome. That's not even a dad joke. That is fucking pointed.
So much older, I have no idea what that reference is supposed to be.
An over-the-shoulder boulder holder? That's a bra, man. That's a bra. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. That was awesome, Jeff. That was great.
Most women wear over-the-shoulder boulder.
Yeah, that was absolutely that was perfect. That was. I mean that's an old joke. That's a really old joke, Jeff. That probably does predate Matt. Like
that predates. No, that predates Dad.
It's mid 80s.
That is a joke older than Dad's.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. In fact, that might even be a '70s joke. You know, like.
That's a granddad joke.
Yeah. So all right, so
my goodness.
So what? All right, so this is the dilemma, right? So, and I'm sorry there hasn't been a lot, but this is you guys are coming up on a critical, like, it's kind of like what you do is gonna shape whom you encounter. So I'm just trying to figure out what you guys are gonna do in this search.
What I was gonna say is I agree with Sigfroy. I want to step aside and I want to kind of keep my balance, take my foot out, and kind of like try to see if there's ground off of this path we're on.
Yeah. All right. So you kind of hang your foot over the part, and then
I push my foot down.
Yeah.
To see if I
and your
it keeps going down.
And
lower.
your foot goes down. The other thing is it goes down as far as like you're willing to let it drop. Yeah.
Like I would start stepping down at that point.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, I'm stepping down. I pull my foot back up, and I'm like, all right, guys.
It definitely feels like what it looks like. So it definitely feels like you're walking on who knows what kind of path.
Sunshine?
But it definitely feels like it's a long bridge.
Wait. Are we walking on sunshine?
No, it's because sunshine is made of light, and this is made of dark. You're walking on midnight.
Whoa.
We're walking on midnight. Whoa. And it's time to feel bad.
Don't it feel good?
No, it's time to feel bad, man. Sunshine feels good. Midnight feels bad. I mean bad, but not bad in a bad way. It's bad. I feel bad right on. Yeah. It's time to feel bad. All right. Yeah, it's like when you're a jet all the way. There you go.
Yeah.
Would you say we're walking on dark shine?
Well, yeah, that might work. That might work. I mean,
and also, how bad does it make us feel? Like, say bad to like the bone level? Or...
Yeah. Certainly bad to the bone. Certainly bad to the bone.
Does it make us feel bad?
It does make you feel bad. Bad to the bone. And it also makes you feel like, it makes you feel like you guys look at each other. You're like, who's bad? You're bad. Yeah.
Is tonight just song night? I feel like tonight is just song night.
And I guess I'm just fat, you know.
Yeah. No, not,
You really
No,
came
no.
on whole
Blood
week.
is wine.
yeah. No, yeah. Not fat. It's bad.
Watch your mouth.
It's
Set on you.
yeah. It's not fat. It's bad. It's that there's a difference. There is a difference. There's 2 letters of difference between both of them.
All right. So we're on this. Bring it back. We're on this path of darkness, surrounded by
We're in the
like,
cave.
What appears to be literally like a universe. Yeah, stars. Just
based on stars, and
a starscape.
If we step off this path, there is nothing there as far as we can tell.
Yeah.
So, yeah, guys, we're in some shit. I guess we should stay on this path because it doesn't feel like
I thought I backflipped forward, you know, and that's you know.
Why don't you forward flip back?
Backflipping forward definitely seems like the most difficult way to move forward ever. Because even if you can backflip a little bit forward, which is entirely possible.
He's doing back handspring.
Yeah. So he's doing this. And he's ending right up right here, and he's doing this. He's doing it right here. He's doing this. He's doing it right here.
You've never seen back. If you think backflipping can't be an efficient way to move forward, you've never seen a back handspring.
Yeah. Well, no. Back handsprings only move you backwards. The thing is that you can't move forwards with a back handspring.
Yeah. So,
you can only move back. You can only move backwards.
I looked forward. I turned 180 and I started flipping backwards. And
Mike,
going
it
forward.
depends. It depends on your frame of reference.
Yeah.
It depends on your frame of reference in which way is forward. So
well,
he's going to be moving in a direction.
Well, I mean, yes, but no matter how, like technically, every time you do a back handspring, you're always moving backwards, right? And every time you move
backwards could be forward to an outside observer.
Well, yeah. Depending on your intended direction, certainly it could be forward. But
and I would say that you've clearly never watched Power Rangers because that's how they get around most back handsprings.
They do what? Back handsprings?
They don't walk from place to place. They back handspring or forward handspring from place to place.
Good. Yeah. Well, that's important. That's very funny. And you're right. I've never caught a single episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers because I was at Universal when Haim Saban sold the Power Rangers to Margaret Loesch. And Margaret Loesch was like everybody thought that it was going to be the worst deal on the planet Earth, but he sold it to her for $50,000 a half hour. Which is normally episodes at this point in time cost about $300,000, and so it was a significant reduction in cost, and then it blew up, and we were and we were all like, what? Because apparently kids are stupid. Apparently kids like just really bright colors. Kids like really bright colors. Kids like really bright colors and lots of flipping around.
I watched the first episode of Power Rangers. And I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Yeah. Because it's awful. It's absolutely mind-blowingly terrible.
Careful now, you're insulting my childhood.
No. I'm not insulting your childhood. I totally appreciate your childhood. However,
he's insulting your intelligence.
However, However, the thing is like you as a 4-year-old or a 3-year-old, you're just a kid. You're like this is great. It's martial arts. And then if you're older than 3 or 4 years old, then you're mentally damaged. And every year you appreciated the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers above 4 years old is an extra degree of mental damage.
I was like 13 or 12 when Power Rangers came out, and I was like on the verge of like getting out of Saturday morning cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
And I watched one episode and I was like, this shit is stupid.
Yeah. I mean
that was my demarcation from.
And I can definitely.
To adolescence was Power Rangers.
And it's funny because I can definitely appreciate the martial arts, right? Because they really were. It really was really skilled. Like it was really skilled. Like that troop. They made no money. The guys that did all they made fucking no money. I mean, to the point.
For the record, I was definitely into Power Rangers up to at minimum the age of 10.
All right, well, so that's 6 years. That's 6 years of mental trauma. No. I'm just being silly. No. I mean, really,
way beyond my age.
really, really, truthfully, man. I like the thing is just like, it had all of the components. It's really funny because Haim Saban, when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles blew up, Haim Saban literally said, "I want my own Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles," and he started scouring the world for his own Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like he was literally looking for his own and the thing is like, he found these brightly colored this thing, and he's like, all right, these guys are amazing.
What is it? Super Sentai?
Yeah.
Whatever they were in Japan.
Yeah. So he found these like this martial arts troupe. He's like, these guys are great. Let me bring in a bunch of very cheap writers. We'll put together a really simple, fun, but we're gonna make it ridiculous. We're gonna make it ridiculous, but we're gonna have literally absolutely everything. You could it's gonna be the cheapest show we're gonna ever produce, but it's gonna be beautifully colored. And these amazing martial artists and these guys that know how to use a wire that no one's ever seen before. And we're gonna make it this show, and we're gonna call it something like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And they came with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and wham, instant hit.
And
It was literally when I promise you,
We're
Margaret
gonna
Lesh.
we're gonna hire a bunch of American actors, and we're gonna pay them basically scale.
Nothing. No, not even scale. No, they didn't get scale. No. Because there was no Fox.
Yeah,
Fox was operating under cable because they were not one of the big three. So they weren't paying. They didn't have the same deals with the guilds at that point in time. So they were literally like Haim Saban paid them not even scale, man. Like they got paid fucking peanuts, which was so sad because what was it, the Yellow Ranger, whoever it was that was like, well, screw this, we're a hit. I'm gonna do something, and Haim Saban's like, you're out of here, and it was replaced, and they're like, there you go. Yeah, man. Yeah.
So long.
That was nothing but a gigantic cash cow, mostly for Haim Saban and a little bit for Fox. I mean, well, a lot of it for Fox, but because Haim hung on to all the merchandising, that's literally Haim Saban went from being no one, like literally being a joke, to being a billionaire and a major player in the kids business because of Power Rangers. Yeah. Crazy.
Wow.
So yeah, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Not to say that this really isn't fascinating, because it actually is.
Long story short, they created the White Power Ranger.
Yeah.
And then we got the Dungeons and Dragons.
And so what do you guys? So the thing is like, so we're at a point in time where I need you guys to kind of figure out, I just need you to so think about your characters from your perspective. Like the thing is that you were walking along, you were entering a place looking for a dagger. You've literally lost 20 people that you spent a significant portion of time negotiating a pretty dangerous forest to get to. You found this place. There's been lots of travails to get here. You walk into what you think is a dungeon. You encounter a handful of things, and then you find yourself going deeper and deeper into what is now like off the charts weird. Like it's literally, it's like Stranger Things. It's Stranger Things weird, right? It's.
Well, admittedly, Sigroy is really just kind of bummed that back where there was that moss, that there wasn't mushrooms. Like,
yeah, and which I totally get. But hey, man, no mushrooms. What can you do?
Well,
you can't demand mushrooms from the goddamn universe.
Well, my thought is that it sounds like we're about to get into a very big battle, and
it is a pig. It is a pig battle. There's a lot of pigs in the future.
No, not pig. Big.
Or is it a fig battle? Like, are we going to be throwing?
It's actually a pig and fig battle. It's actually a very big pig and fig battle.
Are we gonna be
You
flying?
guys.
But it's gonna be hard to tell which is which because they're gonna all be wearing wigs. It's gonna be
But
a
we're
big,
flying.
a big pig and
then
fig
the
in
British
wigs
Spear
battle.
will show up and. You know,
I mean,
But
Yeah,
we are.
yeah.
Hold on. We are
really,
flying
really
mids,
though,
right?
I don't know. I thought I was doing a jig.
Yeah. It's a big pig and fig in wigs doing jigs battle.
Yeah, is somebody rigging this?
It's a rigged big pig and fig doing jigs wearing wigs battle. That's it's one of the worst. It's one of the worst kind of battles you could ever imagine. Guys, it's a rigged big pig and fig wearing wigs doing jigs.
Are we smoking cigs while we're fighting this battle?
I'm smoking a cig. I'll just find on screen.
Oh my God!
We're gonna be like insulting each other, like making digs at each other.
Oh yeah, making digs. So it's the big. This is gonna be the big. This is gonna be wild.
You know what? During this entire battle, I'm not gonna zag once. All I'm gonna do is zig.
All right, so yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just too funny.
The thing I want to say now is, oh well, no.
Do you have a sprig of wisdom
A sprig.
to offer?
No, I was going to comment on how you might be racist, but then we established that you are not racist against specific colors of humans, so I won't say that one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh jeez.
The M ig, which I thought
Yes.
of like can't really decided not to say.
So what do we? So again. I need to know what you guys are planning on doing. Like.
So Airloser is.
I just know that I woke up at 5:30 this morning and I'm pretty tapped out. Like, I would like to go ahead and do
Okay, so if you're tapping out, who's taking your place, man?
Well,
It's gonna be Hulk Hogan, isn't it?
Call your brother, real quick.
Yeah.
See what he's doing.
I'll just hop on Airloster's back and
Nope.
fall asleep.
Nope.
All right, so do we
So
want to
throw on off the side of our path into the void.
do we want to stop here and pick it up next week?
Sure. I'm fine with that.
We've only been doing this for 2
I
hours.
mean, tonight was like really more of a like, hey, we're back from vacation, everybody, be creative.
Yeah, I do want to say that you guys are at like a kind of a critical, like, so based on kind of how you deal with this situation, it's going to depend on like, I can't say anything without giving too much away. So,
it's a fork in the road. That's all you.
It is. It's a manifold fork in the road. So there's lots of different there's lots of different ways you guys can approach this that will change the story pretty substantially one way or the other. So, So why don't we call it here, because it definitely seems like we're losing folks, and then we'll pick it up next week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, like I said, I woke up at 5:30 this morning, so I'm just tapped out.
Sure, man, I get it. I mean, you can never play with us again. This is the last time Jay will be able to join us. Jay, don't worry, I'm gonna be sending the cleaners. You just fall asleep. You just fall asleep. Don't worry. The ninjas will be showing up. Don't even worry about it. It'll be painless. It'll be painless.
Yeah. I'm ejected from the group. Yeah. I got all
Not
that.
ejected.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
You don't get it just ejected.
No.
You don't get ejected from the group, man. You get no. That's why we formed the blood pact. This is when you leave the group, you leave life. Sorry, but that's fine, dude. It's fine. It's totally fine. It'll be painless. Don't even worry about it.
The group is life.
Yeah.
Do you not remember the first night when we came together? I was like, well, I don't know. Mike does require this blood pact on pain of death.
Yeah.
But
and the pain of death. The pain of death thing was the actual big indicator. Like that was the big clue. Like, oh, pain of death. Yeah. He's asleep.
But like, I thought it would be worth it.
I'm hoping if I look forlorn and I've got the gnome hat, like you guys will be sympathetic, like a little bit.
Have you ever known a ninja to be sympathetic, Jay?
I've never known a ninja, so.
well, there's about 30. There's about 30 headed your way right now. So yeah, you're about to become very well acquainted with ninjas.
30 ninjas are expensive, Mike.
No, not my. I mean, they are, but Jay's worth it. Jay's definitely worth it. Yeah. All right, guys.
Is this Fist of the North Star where like they're just gonna kick me in my belly, like
I mean, certainly, I'm certain one or two of them will, but there's 30 of them. They're imaginative. These guys are professionals. They've got.
Imagine the scene from a Kill Bill Volume 1, where she's in the Japanese club.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Except get rid of her and put you there.
Yeah.
With your skills.
And then just add like 15 or 20 more ninjas.
Yeah, and shrink her by 60%. Yeah. And add a little scruff, and add a little bit less top hair, and then there you go. God damn it.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna let everybody go. Thank you for those of you that were following along on Twitch. Thank you so much. Sorry. I really do apologize that this episode kind of didn't get us too far into the storyline. That's my bad. That's entirely my fault. So I promise you.
We were cracking up more than the average.
Yeah. But it was.
It's all our fault.
How many
on me?
I'm the DM. I definitely could have thrown more at you and kept it a little bit more exciting. But the thing is, I really am. This really is setting up to be. It should be something awesome. So
you're right.
You
need to apologize to everyone.
I am. I'm actually going to be calling everybody. I'm actually going to be calling everybody that showed up in the stream tonight. If you get a call tonight, I know it's kind of late, but if you get a call, I'm going to be calling you all personally to apologize profusely.
Don't worry about how we got your number.
Yeah. It'll be about a good 20 to 30 minute apology for each of you. So I might be getting back to some of you at like 4 or 5 in the morning today. But thank God there weren't a lot of people in the stream. So it's because it is going to take me a while to apologize to everybody.
Don't worry about how you got your number. Just know that you didn't read the Twitch terms of service too closely.
Yes.
No, I mean, but whatever. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to shut down the stream. You guys going to stick around just for a second? We can do a little recap.
Sure.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love you all. Thank you. We don't. So just so you guys know, we don't do. Because I've already done two. This is my second stream today. I don't do any rating because I'm exhausted. So I love you guys. See you soon. Thank you so much for being here, and see you. A bientôt. See you soon.